Guys, this was impressive. You came out and kind of asserted your will from the beginning and just kept grinding away on them. Des, you're going to get a lot of attention because the stats go next to your name. We'll talk about these two guys on either side of you and what your offensive line did tonight.
Oh, having these two guys on both sides is phenomenal. Opening gaps whenever I need it. Me being patient as well. These guys opening up the holes, getting me into the touchdown, as you see. And without these guys, I would not be doing and putting up the stats that I would have.
Yeah, you and Kyrie run very differently. Kyrie's not necessarily patient. He's going to try to run somebody over. You did a good job of kind of waiting for things to open up, and they opened up very well, which, Jacob, how big was that for you guys tonight to come out and make sure that you were giving these running backs room to run?
It was good. You know, the running game is one of the best parts that works with our team, and so we knew if we just go out there and dominate the box once again like every week, we'd have a pretty good night on the field offensively.
And Brady, that became very true, but you guys threw the ball effectively early and kind of loosen them up a little bit. How big was that to give Luke some time early to kind of get that part going and then open up the run?
Yeah, that's a good thing about our offense. We're not one-dimensional. We can't only run the ball. We can pass the ball, run the ball. We can do anything with it. And that makes our offense just even more explosive.
I think I could probably guess the answer to this, but what's the sense of relief now to just get that win, that district win, and now start kind of looking forward a little bit?
I would say, first off, what did get us going today is adversity. This whole week we've been talking about stories, lifetime stories, childhood bring up, just to build a better bond with our brotherhood. And big question today was, are we going to finish the second half? We are a second half team, but as you see last week, we kind of came out sluggish, too big-headed, and kind of gave that up and let them come back. But this week, it was big on adversity, and if we could hold our ground and come out second half and keep doing what we're doing first half, and that's exactly what we did. So next week, on to next week.
Follow up on that, Jacob, the second half in particular, because Coach talked, when I talked to him a couple times this week, about how you guys needed to stack those two halves together. What was the conversation like at halftime among you guys before you came out and kind of took control?
I want to say it started with practice this week. We just focused on facing adversity. We let our brothers talk to us and share some of their stories, and we realized that everybody's going through something. So whenever we had hardships tonight, we just reverted back to knowing that everybody goes through something and that we all have to be a brotherhood to get through.
Brady, these guys have been around a little bit longer. You're one of the younger guys, especially up front. Seeing what you guys were able to do once you put it all together, how much does that encourage you now for you guys to do what you can do this season, but also build on that in the future?
I mean, it's huge. They weren't a bad team at all. They gave us some looks that we had trouble with, but we dealt with it, like adversity. We were down like 3rd and 15 multiple times, but we converted a lot of those, which is big for us.
It's a pretty good scheme to give it to one of these running backs when it's 3rd and 15. If you guys give them a little bit of room, they're going to do something with it.
Couldn't do it without them.